All right, welcome to another cash flow, ABK cash flow. Now, this one addresses some questions about how much do I need and how quickly can I make it. Now, those questions indicate straight away a couple of things, but how much do I need? How quick can I get from A to B, hey? We want to be to the point. um, okay. Now, this mindset is common. Um, you don't you won't find this mindset though, I don't think, on a seasoned investor or entrepreneur. Well, it depends, I guess. I mean, I shouldn't be totally one way about this, but my viewpoint is the most important thing will be that you need to focus on is your mindset for cash flow, and you need to have education about it. Because what happens is the way most of us have been brought up and taught money, we have not got this mindset anywhere near what the Warren Buffetts and all the rich people of the world do, like the really wealthy people. I mean, they just get taught completely different. I mean, it's clear that they don't want us all to be rich, and you don't get taught this in school. And if you were the leader of the pack, why would you want to go down and tell everyone else how to be the leader of a pack? Well, you would if you're a good person, because if you're a good person, you understand that we can all be wealthy and happy and rich together. It's only a very few, we can all live happily together in the stars of the sky and be shining beacons. There's only a few of us that are destroyers and comets and think that no, you can't live like that. Only I can survive. And they come through and try to blast everything because they don't want to be the only shining comet in the sky. But we know that's insanity. That's insanity. Unfortunately, we have those in this world. Good thing is, it's it is only a small proportion. Let's say if this was all the population, uh, it's only a small portion. Most of us here, we're over here, and there's only a small portion of these. And then of these small portions, there's only a very tiny portion of that right here that are just like totally, let's just call them, yeah, crisscrosses, totally. They shouldn't be here, and we should do our best to keep them out of this, because this here is us trying to be shining beacons, and we can do that all together. So yeah, we can all be wealthy, and but you need the mindset and the education, right? So for the answer to my question, um, what can I do with, answer to the question like, okay, I've got, let's say, 2 grand. How quickly can I grow that? What can I do with 2 grand, and how quickly can I grow the 2 grand? Well, that depends on mindset and education. What I'd recommend for those things. Now, if you've heard of Rich Dad Poor Dad, he created a game called Cashflow 101. It's a board game. This game here is the best way to change your mindset. You know, with how most of us have been brought up, where the way we think is just nowhere near where it should be. But if you play this game often with your family and friends, as much as you can, the more you play this, every time you play it, you'll get a new realization, a new awareness of what I'm saying here, mindset. And you play this game long enough, you'll work out your answer by yourself. You'll know exactly how long it'll take you to you'll know exactly what you can do with that $2,000 and how long it will take you. You'll start to get your own ideas. And then, of course, as you play that game and your mindset changes, you're going to want to know about stuff. You're going to want to know, and that's where then you head down the education path and you start educating yourself. But you won't be educating yourself from mainstream stuff because we know what that's designed for. It's designed to, well, it's not designed to get you rich. So you'd be looking to educate yourself with the proper education. Now, when it comes to options, I must say, let's say stock market, if you want education in the stock market. Now, the Rich Dad Company supports a number of other people in different areas. One of the people that they support or endorse is a guy called Andy Tanner. And when it comes to education in the stock market and how to make, how to build on your, if you have 2K, how to build on that and how to work on building that as quickly as possible to as high as possible. Here's the one you'd look out for. And he has a course at the moment. He has an academy. It's called the Cashflow Academy. I'm you could say I'm the Cashflow podcast. I'm ABK Cashflow. I just try to talk A to B about cashflow in very simple terms. I'm probably using the site more for my own education because as I learn and then I try to teach, it helps me to understand what I've learned and be able to pass it on. You see, and if I could do that, then I know I'm learning better what I've learned, if that makes sense. But he'd be the best starting point for your education. But your interest would have to get there first. Because I think coming in dry off the street and not having a good mindset first, that's a mistake, I reckon. So, the final result of this video is there are two things that you'll need, honestly, because we're not talking about a overnight thing. We're not talking about taking some money, going to the casino. Hey, I'm a millionaire. This is a life changing. It's a mind changing. It's a you changing, and and your results will only be as quickly as your mind or you change about how you're handling money and what you're doing with money. It comes down to that. So the two things are mindset, which will then lead you to education. So start with mindset, and I think the rest will come. And like I said, I think the best thing for mindset is the Cashflow 101 board game. Play it as many times as you can with your friends and family. I've done that. It's actually good fun. And I've actually played it with my daughter. And it's interesting seeing how just by playing the game, she can see how to get out of the rat race. And I don't have to tell her as a dad how to do it. She starts to get her own interest on how to get out. And I can see, and she starts talking about ideas. That's what it's about. You change your mindset, you'll start heading down the right way in your education, and then you'll start heading down the right way in your actions, and you'll know exactly um, what you can do with your spare money and how quickly you can turn it over. But it will essentially come down to you. Um, you won't get the same result with every person, that's for sure. All right, I hope that helped. Easy way to approach cash flow. Keep working on your mindset and education, and leave me some comments or questions for me to handle, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks.